What's up, Clemson fans? Today I wanted to talk about an interesting topic that I don't think I've ever actually covered here on the channel, and that is 24/7 Sports Blue Chip Ratio, or BCR as they call it, and Clemson's success related to that. Again, something that just recently came out for the 2023 class and the 2023 season, rather. And Bud Elliott had an article about it. I read it, and I wanted to discuss that with you. Before I do, though, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on all of my exclusive Clemson content I put out every single week. All right, so let's get into this here. Now, what is BCR? Now, BCR measures a college football team's recruiting success by looking at the number of blue chip recruits that they've signed over the past 4 recruiting classes. Now, this means 4- and 5-star recruits, okay? And dividing that over the entire roster, and it kind of paints a picture of the team's potential. Now, we know that's just potential because 4- and 5-star guys may or may not end up being successful. Now, how successful has this ratio or percentage been at predicting success on the field? Well, when it comes to predicting success, the BCR has shown that every national championship team in the past decade has had a 60% BCR or higher, which means that 60% of their roster or higher in the past 10 years has been blue chip 4- and 5-star recruits. So what that shows me is it matters that you recruit well and you have a roster that is more 4- and 5-star guys than not, right? Now, with Clemson, has Clemson fit in that mold as well? Well, yes. Clemson has won national championship in the past 10 years. So when they won their last national championship in 2018, they actually had a 61% BCR, and it, again, validated that you do have to have a higher percentage of blue chip guys, 4- and 5-star recruits on your team. Now, Clemson has continued to have success in recruiting and continues to have 4- and 5-star guys on the roster, but they seem to be kind of, at least in the national media, slipping, right? Up until just the past couple of weeks, they've been struggling, especially on the offensive side of the ball, to land those big-time guys. Well, when you really look back at it, they have those 4- and 5-star guys on the roster on both sides of the ball. But, again, it's just one indicator of potential success because we've seen Clemson's had 5-star guys like DJ Uiagalelei, who didn't really pan out. We've had 4-star wide receivers. I could name probably 6 of them. It didn't really pan out in a short amount of time. So that's kind of hurt the perception of this, whether or not it's important or not for a team's success. Those guys have to be developed at the next level, and that's on the coaches and the staff. But the players themselves have to be able to adjust to the next level, and that's on them as well. I think it's an equal part relationship and responsibility for player and coach to get them ready at the college level and ready for the NFL. And to dominate at the college level. Now, Clemson, again, is trying to build their way back up, but they have a foundation that is statistically proven to get them there. Now, on the other side of the ball, the other thinking, if you will, is that you don't have to go through that now with the transfer portal. You can go do other things and just bring in guys from the transfer portal. Before I get into the transfer portal, I did want to at least put up this about teams that were rated highest in blue chip ratio. All right, let me give you the top 5. So you got Alabama has 90% of their guys at blue chip. Ohio State 85%, Georgia 77%, Texas A&M 73%, and Clemson 72%. So you see success there is 3 out of the 5 have seen big time success recently. Alabama, Ohio State, and Georgia. Texas A&M, Clemson seem to be the next highest, but are trying to figure it out, trying to put the pieces together and develop those guys. Teams behind them, LSU, Texas, Oklahoma, Oregon, Notre Dame, those are all teams too that are high up on that blue chip ratio, but just trying to figure it out. Now, Clemson's biggest rival, and arguably the one that could beat them this year, is a team that's really not even on this list at all. They have the top 15, above 50. They're not even on this list at all, and that is Florida State. Now, Florida State right now is not even 50%. They're sitting, even with their transfers, 41%. So Florida State is a big-time transfer school right now. They're trying to bring in a ton. When you look, let me pull up our lads right here. Johnny Wilson, transfer. Keon Coleman, transfer. Winston Wright Jr., transfer. Bless Harris, transfer. Casey Roderick, transfer. Jeremiah Byers, transfer. Jaheim Bell, transfer. Jordan Travis, transfer. Trey Benson, transfer. And then on the defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on their starting defense out of 11 are transfers. So Florida State has a completely different philosophy right now. I believe over time they will try to get those more blue chip guys, because you do want to continue to recruit at a high level, because that's what's shown to have success. But in week 4, Florida State comes to Clemson, and not only is it a big-time matchup in the ACC, but it is a big-time matchup on philosophy and how to build your roster. You have the Seminoles and Mike Norvell coming in saying, we can build and beat you off of the transfer portal. You have Dabo Swinney that is hosting the Florida State Seminoles saying, we're going to continue to be the elite of the ACC, winning 7 out of the last ACC championship games, and we're going to do it by blue chip recruits from high school, those 4- and 5-star guys. What will happen? I look forward to seeing it. Week 4, college football. Who will end up winning the war of the roster philosophy? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm really, really interested to see what you think about this. Who are you leaning more towards having more success, not only this season, but long term? To summarize, though, Clemson's success is closely tied to that blue chip ratio. It shows that it does prove what teams can be successful across the board based on how they've built up their roster. But again, it's just one predictor in success. Anything can happen, especially when the ball is snapped. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll talk to you later.